Hi, welcome back, guys. I know it's been a while, but we're back. We're still carrying on the spooky season feeling here, so if you are still missing Halloween, if you are holding off Christmas, this is the video for you. We're gonna be focusing and deep diving straight into a witch's cottage themed build today. I love a theme. It's an excuse for clutter. Use plants. I'm ready. Are you? Okie dokie, so Henford on Bagley, one of my favorite worlds to build in, and I'm not even sorry. We're on the plot 13 Nettle Lane because I wanted something that looked secluded, that we could kind of hide using the trees surrounding it. But this is the plot we ended on, and I love that we're going tiny. I really struggle building tiny. I've been working on it a lot. Here I am just trying to work out the roof level. I really want there to be a mezzanine in the roof, so we had to like fumble about with the roof pieces. Listen, me and roofing do not get on. I struggle. I don't understand why my brain cannot work out how roof pieces go together. But we did it. We got a little room tucked away up there. You can see I'm just going to place that fence line where we're going to have the drop for the mezzanine, kind of have like an open lofted feel, which I'm really excited about, maximizing every single bit of space. Here you can see, right, the color scheme changes. I've got to be honest with you. When we first started building this, look, you can see the white wood, the pink shutters. I was going for like pastel core. I was thinking pretty pink pastel colors, a little bit fairy, if anything. And I think it's not till we start like decorating the inside that me and my chat on the live stream decided, no, we're going to go dark. We're going to go mystical. So at the moment, it's going to be light, bright, and pretty, but we do make it more of a witchy cabin vibe as we go on. I love that window we just placed at the back. I never use it. I can never figure out how to pop it in a build, but here it works really well. The trellis ladder as well from high school years works a treat. I wanted it to keep the leaves on it, but unfortunately if you place it in a room, the leaves disappear, and it made me very sad. I wanted the leaves to stay on it, and I did try a lot to see if I can make it work, but no, it wasn't having it. So at the moment we've got like a little stone cottage. It's still feeling pretty light. I like these little roof trusts to like support the thatched roof. I thought that was super cute as well. I love vines. You know me, I'm very cottage core at heart. So anything to like add greenery, plants, vines, whatever it is, I'm gonna include it. At the moment you can see it's still that very bright color scheme, but I'm excited for how this turned out and how, oh, we missed a bit of the wall there. Are we gonna fix that, Bethy? There we go. I'm excited for you guys to see how this grows and changes over time. So I've placed the little house in this back corner because I really wanted to do a lot of landscaping. I don't know what it is about when it starts to get colder in the UK. I'm like, you know what? Let's add plants everywhere. So we end up doing quite a lot on this lot, even though the house itself is quite tiny. You can see it's got a very small footprint. It took me a long time to work out kind of the layout of where everything was gonna go. I knew I wanted the kitchen by this window because I'm just obsessed with the sink being in front of the window. That's what my like real life cottage is like, and it's so cute. My favorite trick with a trash can. If you guys have not seen me do that in a previous video, all you need to do is take your dream home decorator oven, or you could take a dishwasher, size it all the way down, and you can put a bin on top of it. It will be partially functional. Your sim won't be able to empty it, but they can put things in it. So it works really well with the money trash can. Just keep that in mind, but I think it's a fantastic tip, and I end up using it on a lot of my builds at the moment. I know everyone likes to raise the money trash can up into the worktop to make it look like a chopping board, but I'm obsessed with putting it under the counters. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a Brit and that's how our kitchen, or at least my kitchen, looks, but I'm just obsessed with it. Obviously we're gonna have a fireplace in here. We need it to be super cozy. Again, I'm like conflicting with myself here a little bit of the color scheme. I was like, well, do we stick with pastels? And the answer is no, we do not stick with pastels. We end up going for this super cute, very natural inspired color scheme. So we've got the horse ranch chair with the flowers on it. We got this green sofa, which I like. Again, never really use it. Sometimes I think you need a very particular theme with a build to use some of the Sims items. Here I am changing this to a dark color scheme. I think it's cute. I'm not mad at it. We're gonna make the stone a little bit more grubby as well. I wanted it to feel like this lodge has been here for a very long time. Like the witch has been here for hundreds of years. And I think we incorporate that quite well. Like a modern twist on it almost. So here I'm just changing the color scheme of everything. There we go. We end up using a barrel for the bin. Again, give it that more natural sense of whimsy. But I really like it. The living room, however, you can see here, I went back and forth where to place that so many times. We have our mezzanine level at the top. I would love a mezzanine level. With it being a tiny build though, I only can fit a single bed. I'm sorry. I do think I give you guys a woohoo bush later in the landscaping. So, you know, if you do bring someone over, there are the facilities. We've got this cute little desk moment. I didn't want the furniture to match too much. Love this rug as well with like all the holes and like wear and tear on it. Again, I want it to feel old with a mix of new. Like maybe she's updated a few items over time, but some things probably have been there just as long as the cottage. Here we are just adding things to this little bay window. The tip I used at this point was, as you can see, placing that high school shelf or modern home decorator shelf outside, popping an item on and dragging it in. To be honest, now I've started using tool, but this tip also works if you don't have the tool mod. I just thought I would share there is an option that can work to place your items. Because we do have this huge drop for the mezzanine, obviously we're gonna fill it with plants. So we put a whole bunch of hanging plants there. A lot of those were from Debug for the Nifty Knitting pack. Highly recommend using those. But look how cozy this is already starting to feel just with those few items. This is the bathroom. I made sure the bathroom was the first thing that I marked on that floor plan that you saw, because I always forget a bathroom and people troll me about it so much. I don't mean to forget the bathroom. I just get so excited in the opportunity to decorate everything else. This is always the room I forget. So I've started planning it out first. I always mark it in the build, in the floor plan. I'm not forgetting it again. If you guys saw my 7 Dwarfs one on live stream, yeah, there's 7 Dwarfs and Snow White have no bathroom, but shush. Here we are just making the lights a little bit warmer. Again, that is from the BBB mod, the Better Build Buy mod. Absolutely love it. That little hanging plant as well is like the MVP from the Blooming Plants kit. I love it. I use it in everything and I'm not even sorry about it. I'm not even sorry. It's so cute. But this is what I was talking about, where I wanted like a lot of nature in this witch's cottage. I just think it's so cute. It gives like a sense of like life and vibrancy. So here we are just adding like some more clutter. You guys know me, I am a clutter goblin. I'm not ashamed of it. I like every single surface in my build to have a little bit of personality, a little bit of pizzazz, and you're gonna get a lot of that. I'm just telling you, there's gonna be a lot of it. I would not change anything. So if you like more of a minimalist build, you might want to go in and remove some of the clutter. But me, I love clutter to my core and I wouldn't change it. So we're just sorting out a little sideboard, more plants, obviously. So anything that looked like it had a sense of whimsy, but I didn't want any of the furniture to match. So here we are using that shelf trick again, where you just place the shelf at the item height that you want your item to sit on. Then we move the item and then we drag the table back under. Because I sized this little accent table down, that's why the item wasn't clipping correctly. Because if you're like me, I think side tables are way too high. They're way too big, they're way too chunky. Let me size them down and I'm happy. We got a little breakfast bar going on, some more clutter. These bunny bookcase ends, oh, if I could have those in real life, I would love it. Shelving in the kitchen because clutter. I needed more space for clutter. Especially when it was something to do with witches. I was like, well, I want there to be places for their potions, their herbs, any little knickknacks they might need. So here I am just dragging various little items up that I feel like she would have accumulated over time. I think it's quite sweet. Obviously changing the color scheme ever so slightly to like darker neutral colors to give it like a dark but cozy feel. Like imagine a warm hug. That's the kind of feel I wanted this place to have. The horse ranch items came in super useful. Lots of those were natural tones as well, which I enjoyed. Adding some dirty plates to the sink. I love doing this. Again, it doesn't affect your gameplay at all, but I think it's cute and I will do it in every build. I do not care. Here we are, just me finessing some of the like little potion books and things, but I think it's cute. There's a lot of just like finagling when it comes to clutter. Finagling, is that the word? I think it is. But just making sure it looks full and lived in. That's one thing with my builds that I like to do, is I want it to have personality and for it to feel lived in. This cooker hood, oh my gosh, yes, stunning, love her. Again, I very rarely put like an extractor hood over my ovens, just because I don't like the look of most of them, but this one worked really well in the color scheme we decided to go for. Add in some clutter on top of the fridge. Again, that shelf trick is coming in super useful for anyone that might want to use it. It's a really easy little technique you can do just to get items sitting at the correct height if you don't have the tool mod. It's really useful and I like it a lot. This just looked whimsical. I don't know what that item's from. I think it's from Batu, but I just thought it looked whimsical. So I was like, you know what? You get a space in the build. A lot of werewolf items as well. Werewolf has a lot of really good like damage items. Lived it, especially the kitchen. Kitchen clutter is one of my favorite things to do. And with it being a witch's one, we got to have a lot of fun. We're adding in like a little cauldron item. The pot rack, I think is really cute as well. So just anything to make it feel, especially in a tiny home, you need space for your shelving. You need space for all your utensils. You don't have the cupboard space. So where's it all gonna go? That's why I like to think. This is when me and chat decided that we were gonna add a cat to the build. So we added all the stuff in for their familiar. So we added like a little litter tray, an auto pet feeder. I just thought it just added just like that extra sense of like, okay, well, if you want a cat because you're playing as a spellcaster, where's that kitty gonna go? So we made sure to incorporate that the best we could in this build as well. So me just adding some little extras in here. Again, just a place for like flowers, herbs, an excuse for me to add plants, really. I'm not ashamed to say it. I wanted more plants in the build and I couldn't figure out what to do in this area. Originally, we were gonna have it like a coat rack, but it just seemed very dull, very pedestrian for a witch. So I was like, you know what? Let's just add some more flourishes, add more greenery. I don't mind. So that's what we're doing here. We're just stacking in as much as we can. I love this set. This is movie hangout. These pots down here, adding some more little potions. These are werewolves. Werewolf items, I told you, are so good for witchy builds or spooky builds in general. They just have like extra whimsy things. I love this half barrel because we added a barrel as the bin as well. I feel like it incorporates quite well, like the pieces are speaking to each other. We have a gallery wall happening. So again, I just wanted to find like a collection of pieces that were to do with nature or landscapes, which all had different kinds of frames. So we just mix and match in the colors a little bit, even though some of them do have matching color frames. I didn't want them to match, so we made sure that they were green, brown, or like the beige color, and I think it worked really nicely. Like, look at that. We're gonna add a candle maybe. Nope, we will sort the lighting though. I'm like, I don't even remember which lighting we chose. There we go. Oh, the fairy lights one. This is cute. Yes. So again, I'm just changing it to a warmer light. If you have the BBB mod, I think you just shift and click on your light and then you can change the color, the intensity. It's a really useful little mod that you can have just to give your builds just that extra little pizzazz that you want. So we're adding some candles. So again, you can place it on the height, move the counter out the way, and then move the candles to where you want, and then you can place them anyway. It's really useful tip. But I love this, all the warm lighting and plants. That's all I wanted for this build, and I feel like we did it. The upstairs, I love this upstairs so much. So we're adding just like some more like furnishing. So we got like a warm tapestry on one wall. We got shelving above the bed. We got this gorgeous mirror. I love this mirror. One of my favorite mirrors in the game. More plants. I'm not even ashamed of the amount of plants that I've used. It's adorable. We got some jewelry, a quill, anything again, just to give it a lived in feel. These little holly, I don't know what you would call them, like holly centerpieces, is that what we would call them? I wanted those behind the lamp, like you can see there. We're adding in some teeny tiny pumpkins. So again, I'm just spinning round. If you want to add items into a like little balcony window like this, It's easier to do it outside the building than in. Again, if you're not using a mod like tool, this is the way I would recommend doing it, just so you can get them to place exactly where you want. They will technically class as outside items, but as far as you're aware looking at it, they are on the inside, they're on the interior, and it just looks extra cute. Okay, the ducks. I have to show you all the ducks. I will warn you, if you download this pack, there are many ducks in it. We have a fun little thing on my channel that during live trains, chat can add ducks to my build. So if you ever download one of my builds off the gallery and there are a ton of hidden rubber ducks, I'm sorry on their behalf. I'm sorry on their behalf. We did incorporate it into the story though for the witch. We did say that these are people that she has turned into ducks. So they are hidden all throughout this build, all throughout the landscaping as well. But just in case you are concerned, there will be many ducks. You can go ahead and remove them. Like, it's no problem just to find them as you come along, like in the build, just to delete them. But I think they add a certain charm, especially to a witch's cottage. I think it's cute. Now, we get to clutter massively this desk area. Again, when I tell you I'm a clutter goblin, you're gonna see it play out here. I use as many items as I can. This, what I've just done there, is to block the snappable spots. Snappable spots can be so difficult when you are trying to alt place and, well, free place an item. So I just stacked a whole bunch of random items there to just use that spot so I can then move my bits exactly where I want them to sit on the shelves in this desk. Like these crystals, you can see I want them on this teeny tiny shelf at the top. That's not a snappable spot, so I needed to remove the snappable spots by placing items there, and then you're free to place whatever you like. So here again, you'll see finagling, me just shrinking down items, playing with the placement, anything that looks a little weird and wonderful. So like crystals, potion bottles, mail, statues, plants, all of that good stuff is going in here, and I just think it makes it, again, feel lived in. Like, you can see the personality of the witch or wizard who is living here, you know? And I think that's what I like to do in my books. I like a little bit of je ne sais quoi, a little bit of personality there. So adding some mushrooms, again, werewolf pack is fantastic for items like that. I will say I have pretty much used the majority of the packs in this build, but if you guys would like something that is like base game only, or base game and Realm of Magic, like a specific pack, let me know, because at the moment I just freeball it with all my packs because there are so many good items that can work with each other, and I just think it looks really cute. Like these little kitchen, I guess, pots, sizing them down just makes them look perfect for like little herbs or ingredients that you might use, kind of thing. The sage bowl from the horse ranch pack is such a cute item as well. I really like that. We got a little statue. Again, we sized it right down so it would fit on the desk, and it looks adorable. It looks so cute. Another little thing I like to do on my builds at the moment is put like a little teddy bear. Again, add a little dash of personality. And originally we went with this Grim Reaper, but then we changed it for this little bat. I think the bat works so much better. I did like the Grim Reaper, but he just seemed a little bit too dark for this build. just like a smidgen, but that's okay. So here we are again, little ash box up there, because like maybe one of our kitties has passed or something like that, was like my thought process behind it. But the shelf trick comes in super useful so often. I could see a duck in the roof there. Now, this is what I was talking about with terrain, guys. Look at this. We have such a large amount of area to decorate. So I wanted just to get like, I hate straight paths in landscaping, like it's not my style. I'm definitely more earthy. I like curves and like where you wouldn't expect it to be, you know, kind of thing. So here we are doing like a stepping stone path around this little pond that we've done. You saw all the curved little pathway that we've got, which is going to weave in and out of the trees, the bushes, anything else we decide to put in. I think we put some benches in. There might be a secret little witch table out the back there, which I'm sure you will see. But yeah, I like a little area where your sim can sit outside and enjoy the outdoors. So here I am just trying to decide which bench we want to go for. I thought a bonfire would be cute, but I think we actually end up getting rid of that towards the end, because I couldn't really work out a good place for it to go. And then with the trees, I spend so long trying to choose the right trees. I like to use a mixture of what's actually in the background of the lot I'm using and then just anything that looks spectacular. So this tree I found in Debug, and I found these lights in Debug as well that actually do light up, as well as these string lights. Oh, they're so perfect. So we just wrapped those around the tree. Anything again, I think fairy lights give a sense of whimsy, as do toadstools. So you're gonna see a lot of mushrooms in this build as well. I'm not sorry. Oh, there's the woohoo bush as well. I told you I added a woohoo bush. There's a little witch's table where people get turned into ducks, okay? Like, I don't know why she turns people into ducks, but she does. I'm just telling you. I wanted there to be a little garden out here so that you can use Patchy and you can help him, like, use him to help you grow anything that you might need for any potions or stuff. We obviously have a cauldron. I just think it's so cute. And then here's the passion part. Add in the plants. If you are ever stuck with landscaping, I always recommend choosing a few plants. So you'll see when I pick a plant, I place it multiple times on the lot, all over the place, because you would likely see a plant multiple times in an area. So always pick one and then just spam it. That's my tip with landscaping. So as you can see here, I'm using like, I think this is like the grass or green lavender it looks like. But we're just spamming it absolutely everywhere. We got some ferns as well, just to give it a little bit more of a naturey feel. Debug is fantastic. If you're not looking in Debug for landscaping items, I highly recommend it. You'll find so many cool plants, logs, rocks out there as well. Like these rocks I used, I think for the step-in path. I think they're Debug, so definitely have a look in Debug. We got some of these thorns and vines in the vampire pack as well. Oh, they're so cute. We got some more bushes, anything to make this feel super full. I wanted it to look like, oh, unless you're walking through the woods, you wouldn't see this. That's the kind of vibe I wanted. And I think as you see it like starting to get beefed out with all these extra plants, it really starts to feel that way. Look at the toadstools. More is more, people. More is more. If in doubt, add more. That is my rule with landscaping. I always think it looks terrible until we start getting to like this stage. Oh my God, the little signpost. I love the signpost. I just think it looks really cute. I think just absolutely cover it. But that might be the clutter goblin in me speaking again. You'll see me keep flipping between day and night as well, because I wanted to check the lanterns lit up the area enough, so if you had a sim out there, it's still playable. That's my thought process. I do play test my builds as well, so if you did download this, your sim would be fine using everything that we've laid out as well. But I think it's adorable. Look at it. Look at all these plants. It brings me joy. And these orange wildflowers, yes. Yes, yes, yes. They're so cute, and there's just not enough places to put them. I'm just gonna spam them everywhere. Don't mind me. You can literally just see my little mouse is just clicking all over the place, but I think it's cute. Then we're going in with more terrain paint. Now under all the plants that we've just placed and the outline of the path, we're putting just a very faint, like scratched grass look, just to make it look like it all blends in. It's a little bit more natural and it looks seamless, that you can see under the stepping stones here. Oh, it's so good. Yes. I got a little muddy path to the well there as well. Oh, as well. But I think it just adds like an extra little touch of realism. Like I know it's never going to look 100% realistic. It's The Sims. But my little brain is very thankful for it. There's Patchy. So you can have Patchy help you with your veggies. Because obviously, after all, you are a witch in this. Adding a little bit of pizzazz to the pond. I didn't want it to be a pristine pond. I didn't want it to be somewhere people are going to constantly keep trying to go. So I was like, crocodile, alligator, whichever it's called. I was like, yes. Then we go and spam fireflies all over this garden. You'll see it when I do the final tour. How pretty these fireflies look. You can boost these fireflies up as well. You don't have to have them on ground level. If you press your 9 key, they will raise up. Like you can see there, we just put them over the chimney. Here we go, guys, the witch's cabin. Right, look at this. I'm sorry. She's too pretty. She's too pretty. Look at all these like little fireflies just darting around. Oh, it's gorgeous. But as you can see, it's just covered by trees. You can't see anywhere else. Let's go inside. I love when you can see the bushes like moving in the wind. Here it's inside. Oh, there is our witch. That's our little witch sim. Here is a look at what's going on. Oh, we got a kitty. We got our familiar is helping himself to some food here. But we got our little living room there. We got the entryway. I feel like it looks cluttered, lived in, but cozy. Like if you were to stumble across this place, I feel like it would make sense. I'll be like, yeah, you know what? A witch does live here. Makes sense to me. But it's so cute. Oh my gosh. We added some Realm of Magic cabinets as well, which I think are adorable. There's some ducks dotted around. I love this mirror. I believe this mirror is werewolves as well. Sorry about the ducks. But I think this bathroom is a great mix between like a rustic and modern aesthetic. I really like it. Let's go have a look at the upstairs as well. I think you'll get like a full sense of how cozy this build is once we get up here. Look at that. You climb up and this is your bedroom. Are you kidding me? Yes. Yes, I love it. Absolutely love it. So this is our little workspace. I did use the Cottage Living laptop that looks like an old typewriter. Perfect for old whimsy builds. We got some ducks dotted around. A gorgeous like little bay window there as well. I like that the curtains are moving as well. It's just so pretty. I would go here. I would stay here. Look at that. Oh my God, with the lights and the plants as well. Yes, this is why I love a mezzanine, especially in The Sims. A little mezzanine level where you can get dramatic height drops is just so gorgeous. And then if I swing you into the living room as well, you'll see, oh, there you go. You'll see like, I mean, there is a duck on fire, pay no attention to that, but we do have a fireplace, which is really cute. We have Patchy out here, and I think the garden is so pretty with just like those hints of fireflies as well. I love it. Here's a little look if you were to walk through. If I take you through a walk, look at this. You've got like a cozy little pond. You've got all the light in the fireflies. I think it's so cozy. Like I would be so happy for my sim to be out here. I think it's adorable. It's so pretty. So if you like landscaping for your Sims, like, or a more of a nature garden, pay no attention to the duck table. This is definitely a build you'll enjoy. I think it's so cute. If I just zoom you back out, like, look at this. I am so happy with this. Yes. What did you think? If you couldn't tell, I'm a little bit obsessed with it, just a smidgen. I'm not obsessed with the rubber ducks. That is all my Twitch chat's fault. I cannot be held responsible for the amount of rubber ducks that are in this build. But I hope you guys love this build. It is uploaded on the gallery if you would like to download it under Life and Beth. It's super easy to find on there. But yeah, I absolutely love this build. It was so much fun to do and gave me a reason to use Henford on Bagley and a lot of clutter. So I'm not complaining. But that is it for today, guys. Please let me know what kind of builds you want to see next. Do you want more tiny builds? Do you want more themed builds? Whichever you're interested, let me know below. But I will see you all next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.